Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to watch today's video. Always very grateful to have you guys around. Today I'm gonna let you guys know what tournament circuit I'm fishing for 2025. Now, some of you guys may be interested, some of you guys could probably care less what I'm fishing, but for those that are interested, I'm gonna sort of talk about that a little bit and sort of give you my analyzation why I decided that, and how it's gonna go down for 2025. So we'll get into that today. Real quick, guys, just want to remind you that I've started up my on the water lessons again, and anyone interested in booking a lesson with me, just go to my Facebook page, Randy Blaukat Professional Angler, and shoot me a private message. Do most of my lessons here in Missouri on Table Rock and Stockton Lake. And also, please check out our Fish the Moment Lake Map breakdowns, the breakdowns that I build specifically for Fish the Moment. Got them for all 4 seasons of the year. A lot of you guys are getting the winter maps now. Great resource to learn more about your favorite lake or a lake you've never been onto. And also, guys, if you purchase one of my lake map breakdowns, I'll give you my email address, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys might have on it if you run into some snags with it or anything. Okay, last year I fished the Toyota Series Plains Division, the Ozark Division BFL, and qualified for the BFL Regional at Lake Pickwick, qualified for the Toyota Series Championship at Lake Wheeler last week. And so in a total, that was 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 tournaments I fished throughout the course of the year. And I really enjoyed fishing that because it allowed me to, sleep in my own bed for most of the tournaments. The only tournaments that I had where I was away from home was the Toyota Series Championship at Wheeler, and then the Kentucky Lake Toyota Series Plains Division tournament in Kentucky Lake. Those were 2 overnight trips. I didn't go to the BFL Regional at Pickwick. I qualified for because I didn't think it was a smart financial move. You had to pay $330 entry. I had to drive 500 miles. You had to finish in the top 6 in the tournament. So I didn't go to that one. But anyway, had a really good time with it. Excuse me. I really enjoyed fishing both of those circuits. And guys, one thing I'll tell you right now about it is I've had a chance to fish at every level. I've made 9 Bassmaster Classics, 1 Bassmaster tournaments, FLW Cups, 9 Cup qualifications. I fished Bassmaster Top 100s, 150s, the Elite 50 series on Bass, FLW Tour. And so I know what competition is. And I can tell you guys right now that the Toyota Series division, I believe it is the toughest competition of any circuit out there, including the Elite Series, including the Bassmaster Elite Series, including the Bass Pro Tour. I think it is more difficult to compete on the Toyota Series than any of them, because you have a stellar group of anglers that fish nationally and regionally on that. It's probably the most underrated caliber of fishermen out there. So it's a really good circuit, a really highly competitive circuit to fish in, and the payout is considering the entry fee, it's really good. $235,000, to the winner of the championship. Anywhere between $50,000 and $80,000 to win each tournament. So I think the Toyota Series is probably the best circuit to fish out there all the way around. And, if you just look at every metric of it, I believe that is. So what I've decided to do in 2025 is pretty much the same thing. And the reason why I'm going to fish the Toyota Series Plains Division and the Ozark Division BFL, because the regional for the BFL is on my home lake of Grand Lake. You guys hear me talking about, I got 2 home lakes, Table Rock and Grand. I don't know if you guys have followed it, but I used to live in Joplin, Missouri, which is about 35 miles from Grand Lake. And my mom and dad had a trailer down there, a weekend trailer house, for over 30 years. So I've spent thousands of days on Grand Lake. So the BFL Regional is at Grand Lake, and also the Toyota Series Championship is at Grand Lake. So hopefully I'll qualify for both of those like I did this year. It's like, I'd much rather have been to Grand Lake than Lake Wheeler or Lake Pickwick. But those 2 events in the fall time of the year, I'd really be looking forward to it. But anyway, guys, the course of this whole year, I've been thinking about a lot of different circuits. A lot of people have been saying, well, Randy, you're so anti-Life Scope, aren't you fishing the NPFL? because, it's no live scope. And simply because there's two reasons why. It's like, I don't want to pay $5,000 entry fee for a tournament, and I don't want to travel all over the country like I used to. Guys, I used to be gone away from home for probably 150 to 175 days a year, and I did that for over 30 years. So I was away from my friends and family for over half of my life, traveling tournaments. And I can tell you right now, it just ain't worth it. It's not worth it. I mean, it's not worth it to be away from the people that you love and like to be around, to go chasing or fishing around the country. And I've always said it, guys, professional bass fishing is one of the most selfish careers that anybody can have. And I can say that. I've earned the right to say that because I've been there and I've done it for 30 some years. And the reason I say that is because you're always gone. It's always about you. You're always gone. Everyone else is always sacrificing. So from that standpoint, I've sort of come to a realization about that a little bit. And to be honest with you guys, I am enjoying my tournament fishing more right now than I ever have. Being able to keep my boat at my own house, work on tackle in my garage, go to a tournament, and then drive home that evening and stay in my own bed, that is like the best of both worlds. Not having to travel and to be able to fish competitively. And one of the things I like about fishing competitively is, above anything else, is when you're fishing competitively, it pushes you to do better than you would just fun fishing, because if you have something on the line with it, the intensity of the day is a lot more. There's more of a sense of urgency, and that sense of urgency is what really builds your success rate and your skill rate, other than just like, farting around, just having a good time with your buddies fishing. So that's one of the aspects that I've really liked about tournament fishing. Another thing about tournament fishing that I like, and why I still do it, as long as I've been doing it, is there's something about being in position to do well in a tournament where you're going to make some money, or you got a chance to win a tournament, and it makes everything just feel more alive. So I really like that end of it. But anyway, plan for next year, guys, same thing, Toyota Series, Plains Division, BFL, Ozark Division, same with the YouTube stuff. I got my 3 YouTube channels going, and I'm really going to make an effort this year to try to do some more videos on the water. I know you guys really seem to like that when I do them, but me, with being so low tech out there, it's sort of hard to put together a video that you guys are used to. But still, I'm going to really try to get out there on the water a little bit more and do some stuff to break it up a little bit. But main thing with mine, guys, is I really try to just do what I can within the parameters I have to work in, to try to share with you the information that I have, and to try to educate you guys and help you all catch more fish. I mean, that's why I'm doing the channel here. That's why I've stopped keeping things secret that I've had, for 30 or 40 years, is because I have this avenue with YouTube that, I can be compensated for sharing what I know, in the same way that I could be compensated for winning or doing good in a tournament. But it's more consistent. It's like sharing the information with YouTube. You get paid monthly, and if you're in a tournament, you may go through a hot streak where you win a lot of money for a couple months, then you may go through a dry spell where you don't win anything for a couple months. So it's a lot more stable. So it's worth my while to share my secrets with you guys and my tips on the YouTube videos. But again, guys, I really appreciate it, man. Just looking back at this year, thank you very much, everybody out there that has supported the channel. I know you guys get tired of me hearing me talk about my tackle warehouse, links and all that type of stuff. I know that gets boring to hear, but I really, really appreciate everybody that's taking the time to use all that stuff and support the channel. Really means a lot to me and my family, and I definitely don't take that for granted. But feel free, guys, to shoot me comments, man. If you guys have anything that you'd like me to cover or like me to talk about, I'd be more than happy to do that. I really try to read as many comments that I can. Probably the best way to get a hold of me, if you guys want to talk about something, is just go to my Facebook page, Randy Blaukat Professional Angler. Just shoot me a private message, because I do keep my private messages, open to the public if you guys want to get a hold of me there. So if you got something specific you want me to talk about, I can definitely do that there. So anyway, guys, hope you're all well. Hope you guys are taking care of yourself. We'll talk later.